That would have been a dumb way to die. Oh, no, this is like the bluff. That's where we came in. Okay. Oh, wait, we can go up here. Whoa. A small bottle wrapped in a bright red cloth filled with flammable perfume oil. Use FP to sprout flames forward. The dancer of Rana keeps these concealed as they dance, marking the height of their passion with an explosion of searing flame and sweet, enticing scents. Cool. Okay. What else do we need to do over here? We do need to progress here. Do we want to do this area now? This feels like an end game area. I don't know if we want to do this now. Did we do this area? Oh, yeah. It's the Grand Dragon. Okay. I don't know if we went down here. Let's go check that real quick. That area is for an NPC quest? Oh, we can go there and do it. Oh, and we also got to go kill the boss dragon at the top area. I forgot about him. Nair says, been following for over 10 years and sub for 50 months and loved watching every second. Happy birthday, Cohh. Looking forward to another 10 years of great content. Thank you, man. Then we also have Velicanos. Cohh old. Don't forget to drink your Ovaltine. Love you, Cohh. Here's to another 40 years of love and good vibes. Velicanos celebrating 40 months today. Well, how perfect. Thank you so much, dude. You know, Cohh, you have surprisingly little gray hair for 40. I have more at 38. I'm very lucky. I definitely have had gray in my beard for like 3 years, which is weird. But yeah, I've had gray in my beard for 3 years. I don't know how all this is still here. Especially considering I have a half brother who was basically mostly bald by mid-20s. I don't know what's going on. So, yeah. But I'll take it. I'll take it. I don't think we went into this red area. Did we? I think we stopped before this red area. Do we want to do this red area, chat? What do you think? Yes, do it. Okay, chat is saying do it. Let's do it. I like when chat is filled with gusto. Oh, I need to get in the habit of doing this. Hold on. Hey, chat. Should we do it? What do you think? Much better. Once those all spread out to cover the whole screen, I think that's going to be awesome. Oh my gosh, look at all the people. I love it. Okay. Great. Oop. Hey, Traxel, thank you, buddy. Are you having a big family party later? Yeah, I'll probably take a few hours off this afternoon. Go hang out with my kiddos and stuff. Dragon communion grease. Sounds fun. We want to get as many sharp gravel stones as we can because those make a very nice bomb that we might use a little later. Gotta lube up to talk dragons. Yep. James Wabi says, happy birthday, Cohh. Werther's Originals ready. I hate those things. Maybe I'm not actually 40 yet. Or you know what? Wait, maybe I need to try them now that I'm 40. Maybe when you turn 40, you start liking them. Is that what it is? Maybe that's how it works. Canton, thank you, buddy. Dude, look at this. Woo! The red version of that other area. Mm-hmm. Here. 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 Did we ever go back in here? I don't know if we did. We're going to have to check that. D. Curly says, I'm 54 and don't like Werther's Original. Werther's Caramel Popcorn, that's a different story. Okay, well, caramel popcorn is always a different story. Illumination, happy birthday, Cohh. Wishing you a happy birthday. Hope you have a wonderful day and birthday celebration. Love spending my time here, and I love the community you have built over the years. Here's to many more. Skull and much love from our buddy Illumination. Thank you, buddy. That work? There we go. Uh-oh. Hey, mods, if you let Barry know, I think I crashed the overlay. Caro's Hidden Grave. Okay. Did I do it again? I did. Yeah, Barry, I definitely clicked on Illumination's message, and I don't think it went on the screen. Or did it? Did I just miss it, chat? Did I beat Rolana? I did. We beaten the Dancing Lion, Rolana, and Bale. The kind of the big names. Okay. It didn't happen. Okay. Yeah, weird. Yeah, Barry, looks like it did not happen for some reason. Did I get the anvil hammer? Yes, but it's like a int arcane or something. It's got a lot of stuff. If we could pause that, please, Noctra, that'd be great. Thank you, bud. Yeah, Barry, if you want to shunt it through again, I can click it again on this side if you need to test. Happy to do it. Whatever you need, bud. Whatever you need. Tom Turtle says, happy birthday with a 30. Thank you. The throwing hammer is in Tailu Ruined Forge. You can get there from High Road Cross. Go right to a path with water on the map that goes to green pools. Go right to a path with water on the map. You mean this area? That goes to green pools. Oh, this area? We already did that. You missed a place north of the Last Grace on the Cerulean Coast. Thank you. We'll check that out. It's above.
Fluid intake.
Okay, I'm gonna need better directions, but we're gonna do that later. Okay, that's clearly something a little later. Thank you, Noctra. Tattoo Punk. In your VODs, I noticed after you killed the Dancing Lion boss, you didn't go up and out of the new exit in that arena, the giant staircase to the top of the castle. Did you ever go back and look at the last little area? Also, happy 40. Thank you, Tattoo Punk. And I think we did. I think the reason I didn't go up after the Dancing Lion was because I thought that was story progression and I didn't want to. But later, we returned. Brain Pan? Bro, is that a Firefly reference? Skull bone of an old gravekeeper, material used for crafting items. The old gravekeepers are boatsmen and continue to summon the dead even after withering away. The only time I've ever heard the term brain pan was in Firefly. Still love that term. It's a medical term? Oh. I didn't know that. The more you know. Is that like a part of your brain? Is that like the lower half of the top part of your skull or something? It's the top of your skull. Interesting. The more you know. Yeah, there you go. I just thought that was that weird girl being weird in Firefly. Because she's super weird, and I love that about her. Yeah, I just thought she was being quirky. There you go. All right, we're doing it, chat. I'm just going to sit here and beat on you a little bit. Oh, God. Oh, God. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. You're good. You're good. You're good. You know what? I don't need to kill that bad guy. It's fine. We good. Oh, wait. I can summon Dad. Dad! Daddy's over there. He bullied me. Okay. Oh, wait, did he really warp past the guy he summoned and now? Okay. That works. Tibia's Cookbook. Call of Tibia. Nani? What? Okay. Interesting. Huh. So apparently we need to find more grave crickets, and we can see what the heck that is. Problem with grave crickets is they're little tiny shiny dots, which are super easy to find when you're looking at something like this. We've gotten 2 the whole game. We probably passed like 80 of them. Chat, what was the skull firefly term Cohh mentioned? Oh, just in one of the scenes in Firefly, the what's her name, Summer, calls somebody's head their brain pan. And I always thought that was just her being quirky, but apparently it's a real medical term, which I didn't know. Summer Glow. Yeah. Or is it River or Summer? River. Okay. It's a hippie name. We're good. Could have been Hope or Sky, Forest, whatever. Okay. Does that instant kill them? Yep, we're good. River, played by Summer Glau. There we go. Okay. Oh God. I like that. Yeah, I like that actress. I think she was in another movie recently, wasn't she? Like just a little bit. Ghost Flame Bloom. A lot of rare stuff here. This area has tons of items, man. I wish areas felt more like this one. She does a lot of different stuff. She's really cool. Right on. I don't watch a lot of movies, so no surprise I don't know a lot of it. But yeah, she was great in Firefly. Or you can. Thanks for the birthday wishes, buddy. Appreciate you, man. Okay. Looking good. Feeling pretty good about this area so far. Getting all the little things. That's where we fought the boat guy. I don't think we went to the... Oh, whoa. Are those all deaths from the boat guy? No. Oh, there's something else here. Hold on. No. This is not boat guy. What is this? Maybe it was from the summon. I mean, that summon is really rude. Okay. Oh, okay, that one worked, Barry? Nope, Barry, that still doesn't work. Yeah, like I clicked it 3 times, Barry, nothing happened. In fact, the button didn't even go away. It's even worse now. He's probably working on it. Is that a death bird? No, just a big ass bird. Oh. Burb. Okay. Himra, did you know with every generation, families are having fewer and fewer children? Really sad to see such a prominent receding airline. Oh my God. Himra. Hellfire, thank you so much for that, dude, and I appreciate that. Thank you for the message. None of my on-screen messages are working. Barry broke everything. So you'll see your messages on the screen shortly. But everything's broken and on fire currently. So it'll be just a minute. Oh, if we could let Barry know, just in case he doesn't, that everything is on fire and doesn't work, I'd appreciate it. Oh, Barry said fixed. Well, that was a roller coaster of emotions, wasn't it? All right. And we're back. That's one of the benefits of having all of your own custom infrastructure. It can all go from completely broken, not working, and haywire to fixed in about 2 seconds. Yeah. Nice. Ooh, here we go. Oh, wait, we already got this one. One more point to the faith push. The big faith push. And we also need to decide if we want to get, like, any more... Oh, night required ahead. Interesting. Yeah, we need to decide what we want to do with our base stats, because I don't know if we want more strength, or maybe we want some more other things. I don't know. Oh, chat's saying you do not need to wait until night. Okay. That's okay. Small Granny. Oh, thank you so much. I made you try out Elden Ring. I love it. Thank you, Small Granny. I love your name. I love what you're doing. I love everything about you. Appreciate your support, and thank you for the birthday wishes. Thank you, thank you. Awesome, awesome. Happy birthday, old man. Thanks, dude. Okay. Let's get him, Dad. Do I see a dragon? Not yet. Not saying there won't be. This game loves their dragons. I do not see a huge amount of bloodstains in the lake, though. That leads me to believe there's not a dragon here. I could be wrong, but... Okay, I'm wrong. Nope. Yep. Maybe. Oh. Oh. Bro, what is this thing? It's taking a huge amount of damage. Beautiful. Oh my god, dude. Seriously? That's what I'm talking about, man. Wow. He was doing a huge amount of damage to us, but we were doing a huge amount of damage to him. Very glass cannoning. Okay. Yes, super weak to holy, apparently, and I am the Holy Crusader. About time we found a boss that's the anti-us. instead of them mostly being just things that can crush us. Easy with the summon. The summon absolutely helped, especially with the ads. Especially with the ads, no question. No question. It's going to be so cool doing all this again with our Dex character. That is not going to be using a shield and not having a summon. I'm actually really looking forward to it. It's going to be a different game. The card RS says summoning Twitch Prime really does help with ads. Not wrong. Yeah, not wrong. Did Cohh get to Shadow Keep already? Nope. We have not done Shadow Keep yet. I am the slowest Elden Ring player on Twitch. Probably. I'm not watching other streams, so I don't know for sure, but probably. I think some streamers are already done with the DLC. And I'm just like, cool, I'm still in the first area? Whoops. Nice hammer. Thanks. Sorry if you already talked about this, but how do you feel about the complaints of the DLC being too hard to be fun? I would disagree. I do not think this game is too hard to be fun. I think this game has lots of different mechanics to make the experience easier. And I think learning how to properly engage with those mechanics is part of learning how the game is played. It's not a skill issue. It's not an issue of getting better at the game. I don't call it a skill issue because it's not a skill issue. It's a rules issue. If you try to play someone in chess and they don't know the rules of the game and you crush them, you don't tell them it's because it's a skill issue. You tell them it's because, oh, you should learn chess. That piece there moves forward 3 and 1 to the left. You didn't know that? Well, now you know the rules. So what's happening in this game is a lot of people are going into it. They're not using summons. They're not using items. They're not going out and looking to get more power when they get slaughtered by a boss. What they're doing is they're not learning the rules of how to play the game. They're playing it like old Dark Souls games, where they don't use summons, they get to a boss, and they just keep trying it until they beat it for hours and hours on end. And that's not how you play this game if you want it to be a smooth experience. I'm playing this game the way I am because I want it to be a smooth and fun experience. And that's exactly what it is. I'm kicking this game's ass right now. I'm going to get my ass kicked later, no question. But I'm also kicking its ass in a lot of ways too. And the only reason I'm doing that is because I'm taking advantage of all the mechanics offered to me. And I feel like if more players did that, there would be far less people, far less saying the game is too hard. You can't say this game is too hard and not use summons. You can't do that. If you do that, you're basically saying chess is too hard, but I don't know the rules. So don't get me wrong. You absolutely can play this game without summons. Absolutely. I'm going to be playing this game without summons soon. But when you do that, you are doing a challenge run. You are purposefully making the game significantly harder for you if you don't use summons. And by doing that, you then can't complain the game is too hard. That's like you literally started the game. You had 4 difficulty options. You selected very hard instead of hard, normal, or easy. And then you said the game was too hard. I'm okay with people being subjective. I'm okay with people saying the game is too hard for them. But I'm not okay when people publicly state things like facts, like the DLC is too difficult, and then those same people are not using that's there's one thing between an opinion and misinformation. It is misinformation to tell people this game is too hard. That's misinformation. So it's not misinformation to say the game is too hard for me and the way that I play it. I don't want to use summons. This game is too hard for me. That's okay. And if somebody says that, I don't want to play this game with summons and it's too hard for me because of that. That's okay. It's a hard game. It's a really hard game if you don't use summons. That's cool. That's fine. But to say like, this game is too hard, you should factor that into your buying decision. I didn't use summons and I was SL1 the whole time, but you know, you need to know this game is potentially too hard. It's like, no. No, slow down. That's where the line has to be drawn. That's where the line has to be drawn. And I think that's one of the reasons that this issue has come up so much recently is because a lot of reviewers did exactly what I just said. A lot of reviewers objectively reviewed the game, did not use summons, and in their reviews, in which people are supposed to read to inform themselves, they stated the game was too hard. And that right there is like, dude, no. At that point you're misinforming. You're misinforming the people that you're telling. Like that's wrong. Like you cannot be an objective review and call this game too hard and not use summons. You can't do that. That shouldn't be okay. So anyway, that's my whole rant on the thing. I just feel like there's so much misinformation. going around that it's a little frustrating. What in the hell is that thing? Where am I? No, don't look at me. Don't look at me. No, no, we're going over here. We're re-upping for that thing. I don't know what the hell that is. J Farb says, do you think Ash summons are going to be a permanent fixture for future Souls games, or just this? It seems like a super fun addition, but it was never implied it's coming in other games. So the interesting thing about the Ash system, and again, I realize I'm ranting, last thing I'm going to say. The interesting thing about the Ash system is they didn't just introduce it as a way to make the game easier. They introduced the Ash mechanic as a new way to play the game. And I think that's what, there's a big schism there. The Ash mechanic is not some tacked on, let's make boss fights easier thing. It does, but it is a deep, upgradable, worked on, like, I mean, we had a summon in the fight with the boss. He had all his own voice lines with Bale. It was amazing. It added, like, they took the summon system and they didn't just tack it on to make bosses easier. It's an entire game mechanic. And it's clear that a lot of stuff is designed for it. So, yeah. It's one of those things, people kind of write it off, but it's a core component of Elden Ring. It is an actual core component of Elden Ring. So, cool, don't use it, but you're doing a challenge run if you don't use it. Like, that's just the way of the game. So, yeah. And that's fine. I mean, the more challenge runs people do, the better. Just be aware of what's happening. You know, be aware of the situation. Anyway, that's all. I'm done. Wow, look how... Dude, that just... What in the heck? What type of damage was that? Magic, I guess? Whatever it was, it wrecked. The endurance just melted. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I do want to say that is a very... The one thing that I might give reviewers on this is that I do understand with reviews, it's important to get the review out like as early and fast as possible. So I will say that reviewing the Elden Ring DLC was probably really, really stressful for a lot of reviewers because they got up to a boss and they were like, I need to beat this boss so I can keep doing this review. And they probably didn't feel at all like, oh, I'll just go do some side questing and I'll go do some side exploration. Like, they probably sat at those bosses and they were like, this boss has to die for me to get this review out. I can't stop. Like, that must be a miserable experience. I feel bad for reviewers in that position. I never actually thought about it, but that must really suck. Like, having an Elden Ring boss in front of you that's been kicking your ass and you know for your job you have to beat them and every death is just wasting your time. Oh my God. Talk about the worst mindset to fight a Dark Souls boss in. I can only imagine. Ooh. And honestly, you know what? Thinking of that, I could honestly see a reviewer spending 3 hours on a boss, not beating it, and just being like, screw this. This is too hard. Like, I'm going to go review something else. Like, yeah, still, everything I say applies. They still played the game wrong. That's still not the way you're supposed to do it. But I mean, just putting myself in their shoes, that's a terrible situation to be in. Not saying it's okay. Still, even when it's not okay, we still try to, you know, put ourselves in other people's shoes. Try to understand it, even if we don't agree with it. You know, it was not the reviewers complaining apart from a few, but mostly players, right? Oh, I'm specifically talking about the few reviews that were very clearly complaining about the difficulty. Yes, there were absolutely reviews that were referenced extensively our first few days of playing, where they were linked repeatedly being saying, this reviewer is saying the game is too hard. And the problem was, is so many people were linking those that it was clearly having an effect. So, yes, it wasn't a lot of reviews, but the ones that it did say it in were being very loud. Which is unfortunate. Nobody hates the games more than the fans of the franchise. Maybe so, maybe so. I will say the Souls community in general is pretty great though, but I think just the competitive nature of the game being so hard brings in a lot of tryhards. But the core community, I feel, is pretty great. Like there's a lot of very forgiving, awesome, understanding people in the core community that just support each other and totally are on board with however people want to play the game. I'd say that's the majority, from what I've seen. The community can get pretty toxic. Any community where there's a large challenge can get toxic. That's just competitive people. And competition breeds toxicity in a lot of ways. For most people. Not everyone, but for most people. I think it's just that kind of situation. Now that you're 40 code, don't forget your yearly... Oh, Edward, don't remind me. Seymour. Appreciate you, man. Is it fair to say that using summons isn't as impressive as not using summons? Absolutely. Using summons is not nearly as impressive as not using summons. Using summons makes the fights significantly easier and more bearable. That is one of the points of the system. It is far more impressive to beat a boss without summons. It is then more impressive than that to beat the boss without armor. It is then way more impressive than that to beat them as SO1. It is then way more impressive than that to do it at SO1 with a dance pad. It's way more impressive than that to do it at SO1 with a dance pad while someone's tickling you. It's way more impressive than that to do it on a dance pad while someone's tickling you with a blindfold on. It's way, way more impressive than that to do it while doing that on a ski board being pulled by a boat. And unless you're doing that, you're a casual. So I don't want to hear it. Okay. If you're not on a boat with a blindfold playing Elden Ring on a dance pad with SL1, I mean, why are you even playing the game at that point? Why? What's the point? I mean, do you even have fun if you don't do that? Okay, I need to stop this on the very off chance someone takes me slightly seriously here. But no, one of the best jokes was from a streaming buddy of mine named Ezekiel, and he was playing one of the old Souls games. I think it was Demon Souls or something. And there was a viewer that was just completely ragging on him because I think he was using magic or something. And the term was willed into existence, where it's like it never matters. It never matters what you do in a Souls game. It doesn't matter what your challenge run is. It doesn't matter what your level is, what weapons you're using. It doesn't matter what physical limitations you put it under. What they decided is that if you don't beat Dark Souls with King Kong's dick in your ear, none of it counts. Doesn't matter. So that's their thing. Anytime someone gives Zeke BS for playing a Souls game wrong, he just looks them deadpan. He's like, oh, so you beat it with King Kong's dick in your ear? No? Shut up. You haven't beaten the game the right way, have you? Oh, okay, cool. Well, until you do, you shut up and don't tell me how to play. I've always found that funny because it's so ridiculous, but at the same way, like, there's an infinite way to play these games. There's never going to be, like, the hardest way. So I think that is a surprisingly apt thing to say about games like this. There will always be a harder way to play them. So anytime somebody tells you that your way is invalid, understand their way is also invalid. Complete. That is never an argument. Never. Yep. And I love it.